Fair use, fair use, fair use is only used for educational purposes. This video that you're about to see.
In the Democratic Republic of the Congo for more than a decade, and the number of cases reported each year has increased steadily over that period. Last year, reported cases increased significantly, and already the number of cases reported so far this year has exceeded last year's total, with more than 14,000 cases and 524 deaths. Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of Mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
In today's Health Alert, the CDC warns of a rise in a virus that causes slapped cheek disease in children. Parvovirus B19 is resurfacing after a decline during the pandemic. Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joins us now with more details. And Dr. Nandi, the CDC is saying not only children, but pregnant women, there's a rise in this.
Yeah, important stuff, right? So it's not surprising, Glenda, that parvovirus B19 cases are on the rise. Immunity to this virus decreased due to all that social distancing and other measures we took to slow down COVID-19. Now, parvovirus B19 is a common infection that not only affects humans. It's different from the parvovirus that affects pets like dogs and cats. And that's the reason why it's often called slap cheek disease. You know, Simon was asking me about this. Why is it called that? Because it causes fifth disease, and that's the bright red rash that shows up in the face, mainly in kids, but adults can get it too. So what are the latest figures, right, regarding this virus and the cases with this virus? Well, the CDC reports that children ages 5 to 9 are being hit the hardest. Infections in this age group jumped, get this, from a 15% positivity during 22 to 24 to 40% in June of 24. Pregnant individuals, as you said, Glenda, are also seeing an unexpected rise in infections, with some facing serious complications. Severe fetal anemia, when unborn babies' red blood cells and the hemoglobin drops below normal levels, has led to transfusion, and in some cases, sadly, miscarriages. Additionally, there have been reports of increased what's called aplastic anemia, a potentially life-threatening blood condition in individuals who have sickle cell disease. So,
I'm glad you pointed that out, because as soon as you say parvovirus, you do think dogs, cats, your pets.
That's exactly right.
Animals. So what symptoms can we watch out for?
Yeah, important question, right?
Real quick, and what he said for individuals that have sickle cell, so to speak, disease, and that's found in Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you Israelites. So think on that.
Parvovirus B19 affects people of all ages. It's spread through airborne droplets when an infected person coughs or sneezes. It can also be transmitted through blood. So contagious, Glenda, that by age 20, roughly 50% of people have detectable antibodies, and by age 40, over 70% have detectable antibodies. The good news is this, that these antibodies generally protect against getting the virus against. That's at least something. As for symptoms, many people who get infected don't have any or have mild symptoms. If symptoms do occur, you may experience fever, joint pains, fatigue, sore throat, headache, and the characteristic red face rash. Most infections will resolve on their own, which is good. For prevention, there is no vaccine thus far, so wash your hands often, right? Clean the high-touch surfaces, cover your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. If you start feeling sick, keep your distance from others. Stay home until you're better and haven't had a fever.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3 through 8. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, the beginning of the birth pains. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. We see that going on. And there shall be famines. We see, famine over the horizon. Okay. And pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Stick with that word pestilence. Okay, now let's get it real quick. The online etymology of the word pestilence. Any infectious or contagious disease, fatal epidemic. That's all we need. Again, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, we see what's going on. All right, now let's get this. This is 2 Ezra 15, 7, 8 on down. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me, the men of the Lord, the elect, and the souls of the just complain continually. Those of us that, Lord willing, we of that elect number, that sighing and crying for the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, it says, and therefore says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay, even those that die in this ministry. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, aka America's spiritual Sodom and Egypt, okay, aka Babylon the Great. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Okay, as he did in the ancient time, he's going to do it again. Okay, in these times that we're living in, over here in Babylon the Great, and we see what's going on. And will destroy all the lands thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draws nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And we see these plagues, all these prophecies are coming to pass. Okay, all of them. Okay, from the earth, all of them. Earthquakes in diverse places, the uproars, rumors of wars. Okay, the pestilence, the plagues. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get it. Hey, we at the end, man. We just got to endure. Deuteronomy 28 and 58 through 61, NLT. If you refuse to obey all the word of instruction that are written in this book, starting with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, you 2/3, man. Okay, the Lord said he's going to begin at his house first. Okay, it says, and if you do not fear the glorious and awesome name, see, the name matters, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, your power, then the Lord will overwhelm you and your children with indescribable plagues. These plagues will be intense and without relief, making you miserable and unbearably sick. He will afflict you with all the diseases of Egypt that you feared so much, and you will have no relief. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah will afflict you with every sickness and plague there is, even those not mentioned in this book of instructions, until you are destroyed. And that's what's coming. That's the judgment. Okay, part of the judgment that's coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So if those of us, okay, starting our apostles and elders, okay, a great millstone down to us younger brothers, and we just got to keep moving forward, holding on, man, staying prayed up, faithful, okay, and diligent, and sincere, and disciplined in this ministry, man, this word, man, okay, because the Lord is not playing, okay, we see what's going on, all right, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson is not, Salakia, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and to the point, was edifying and to the point. I'm going to end it giving infinite honors, glory, and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak for all in Salakia. Shit, I'm a little tongue-tied today. Dumb honest, our apostle, elders, a great millstone, rule well, teach the truth 100%, no cut. Hey, with that.